Where do you redirect your sexual energy to once you've quit porn? You see, this is something that I struggled with for a long time, because when I was learning about this, the only thing that I was learning about was energy. Now, I'm somebody who not only believes in removing pornography, I also believe in the power of semen retention and storing this energy within us to be more confident, to be more strong, to have more energy in general. This is why a lot of pro athletes do it, such as boxers. But it's not just energy that we need to take into account here. It's also attention, drive, desire, time, all that's been directed previously into pornography and lust. Welcome back to the next episode of the Escaping Lust series. If you've just joined us, make sure to go back to the first episode. And if you've been with us from the start, make sure you've got your action step done from last episode, and let's get into it. If your entire life is centered around trying to avoid pornography, you're building your entire life around it. It's still at the center of your life. It's still getting that attention and that energy. So we must redirect that. And how do we do this? We do it by immersing ourselves into different pursuits. It could be, if you're already creative, creating things like drawing or creating things on social media, whatever it may be. It can also go into physical pursuits. Start training for a marathon. Start hitting the gym heavier. Learn how to fight. Spend more time in nature. Spend more time praying. Build your relationship with God. All of these pursuits we are replacing for the time, the attention, the drive, and the desire that we were previously giving to lust. But one important thing here is that you must immerse yourself into whatever it is that you're doing. If you're just going half-hearted, you're not going to get very far. And I did this. I remember when I used to just sit there and I felt all of this pent up energy and I felt like I was going to relapse, and I decided to flee. I decided to go to the gym, and I was just having an average session. I wasn't pushing myself. All that I was thinking about was what I was going to do when I get home, which inevitably ended up in relapse. The times when it changed was when I pushed myself. When I decided to start running. I hate running, but I decided to push myself and to start chasing new personal bests, because it was at that point where my brain shut off from the irrelevant, lustful thoughts, and it started to focus on, are you going to survive this workout? So immersing yourself in whatever pursuit it is super important. If you're going for a walk in nature, or if you're praying to God, leave your phone at home. Leave it at home and go to a country park, go to a nature reserve. Go to wherever it may be and just look around at the amazing creation around you. Spend time in prayer. Don't just do a quick, hey God, please can I not have lustful thoughts and also £1 million, amen. Actually spend time and emotional energy in a longer prayer. Talk to God about the plans that you've got for life. Talk to him about whatever. The next thing that we can do, because it's not just physical energy, is that we can look at other aspects. So desire, for example. If a lot of your lusting comes down to the desire that you want to be appreciated, you want to be loved, you want to feel a connection with a woman, turn that desire into preparation. Become the kind of man who can protect and provide for your future wife and kids. Because be honest with yourself, if she showed up now, would you be able to keep her? I think if you're going to get brutally honest with yourself, the answer might be no. Even for myself, I feel at a good place in many areas, but there's some areas that I need to improve on. And my focus isn't on desire. It's not on wanting and praying to God that she comes today. It's on praying to God to build me into the kind of man who's capable of leading, protecting, and providing. Not just for a wife and kids, but for my community, for the people that I'm going to be able to help throughout life, for my friends, for my family. Turn that desire, that energy of desire, into preparation. Another is the drive. The drive and the motivation that we've got to fall into lust. Use that same drive, that same motivation to put it into something that you can build. Maybe it's your business, maybe it's your body, maybe it's your faith. And the final point is to rediscover genuine enjoyment. Guys, the thing is, as we go through childhood, a lot of the things that we enjoy and that childlike exploration is beaten out of us. There are so many beautiful things in this life that you haven't tried yet, that you might find a completely new life in. Like random things. Maybe it's going to learn salsa. Maybe it's going to Muay Thai to learn how to fight. Maybe it's learning how to meditate properly. Maybe it's learning how to speak Italian. There's so many different things that if you actually sit down with yourself and work out, what do I want to try? If judgment was not a thing, what would I genuinely want to try? Do these things. Go by yourself. You don't have to go with somebody to these classes. Just put yourself out of your comfort zone and use that pent up energy, put it into something new that you can find genuine enjoyment in. So the next action step that I want you to take before we go into our last video is I want you to make a note of all the different things that you're going to do. Instead of sitting there and trying to willpower your way through it, think, where can I put this energy? Is it going to be walking? Are you going to take up new hobbies? Are you going to build your body? Write down a list of the different things that you're going to do when the next urge hits, and just focus on getting over that urge by implementing a new replacement habit. Guys, if this has been useful so far, make sure to check out the description, because there's going to be extra resources such as the community that I'm building to help guys like you and me to build stronger habits, a better mindset, and more discipline. As well as supporting ourselves and our own journey, we're supporting other people through accountability and support. So make sure to check that out, and then join me in the next episode where we look at how to bring this all together to break free from lust and remain free. I'll see you there.